Welcome to my channel. Today I will share important information about orchid care. As you can see, they have beautiful and abundant flowers. Autumn is the period for orchids to bloom again. Today, I will share with you a liquid plant food that will be incredibly beneficial to orchids, and will make it easier for orchids to bloom abundantly and help them grow new roots. You can give this liquid plant food to orchids, especially in autumn. I will demonstrate it with two different methods. Let's move on to our recipe. I prepared the fertilizer you see in my hand months ago. This powder fertilizer is especially a fertilizer that can last for months. I also show you how to prepare a fertilizer that you can use especially for both orchids and your other flowers. I will make today's fertilizer with rice. I will give two recipes. You may not have seen the first recipe before, but we can use the fertilizer we will prepare with this recipe for our orchids and all our other flowers for months. The reason why I use rice in particular is that flowers grow very fast and bloom abundantly with their phosphorus, potassium, nitrogen, sodium components, vitamins, and rice has plenty of these. We use rice to benefit from these vitamins. Do not burn the rice too much. Look, I only roasted it for 3 minutes. And I only lightly roasted it. Then I put it on a plate and wait for the initial heat of it to go away. Do not do it while it is hot, it needs to cool down. After it cools down, turn it into powder in the blender. If you watched my video up to here and liked it, I would be very happy if you click the like button and subscribe to my channel and support me. The fertilizer we prepared for orchids is ready. And I put it in a jar. You can store this kind of fertilizer for months by putting it in a jar. And you can use it as fertilizer for your orchids as long as you need it. You can give this fertilizer to all your orchids once a month. Now I want to show you how to use it. Look, I put it in a bowl, about a tablespoon. You can adjust this size according to the number of flowers you have, by adding as much hot water as possible. It will melt the rice powder we have prepared. All the vitamins will pass into the water anyway. But we need to wait for it to cool down. We will use it after it has cooled down. You can prepare it with both hot water and cold water. Look, I put a teaspoon in a 200 milliliter glass. And now I will put cold water. When you do it with cold water, you need to wait for at least half an hour so that it can be mixed well with the E and the vitamins pass into the water. If you are doing it with hot water, you just need to wait for it to cool. Let's give these to the orchids right away. My rice water has cooled down completely. Rice kept in water releases all its vitamins into the water after a while. Thus, this white water, which we call rice starch, is rich in amino acids and vitamins. You can give at least 5 tablespoons to each pot. You can also increase this to 8 tablespoons. Thus, we will give this to each pot. The most frequent interval should be 15 days. So do not give your flowers earlier than 15 days, but the ideal is once a month. Be sure to water the orchids with normal water. Between both liquid plant nutrients. So, of course, We do not water our orchids with only liquid plant nutrients. Yes, I will show you the results soon. The rice water I prepared. Look, I prepared the rice water with hot water again. And it got cold. After it cools down, I pour it into an ice tray. In this way, I drained the water so that all the eyes were filled. We will put it in the freezer and wait for it to freeze in the freezer. This method is also useful for orchids to experience weather change, especially in autumn. You are especially asking questions about liquid plant foods that remain in excess. You can put such excess liquid plant food in an ice tray and freeze it in the freezer. And then give it to the flowers. Whenever you want, you can remove it this way and place 2 or 3 of these ice molds on each orchid pot. Orchid weather in autumn, it helps you feel the change faster. The only thing you need to pay attention to here is do not put ice directly on the orchid roots. You can put it on more soil. In this way, it will be both a practical idea for our orchids and will make it easier to crochet flowers. I will also show you how orchids develop, especially after such liquid plant nutrients. If you watched my video up to here and liked it, you can immediately press the like button, and if you are not subscribed to my channel, you can subscribe to support me. I want to show you the results immediately. Goodbye and stay healthy.